Hey y'all, it's Vicky, and welcome to another video. So today is Saturday, October 18th, and it is 11:16 a.m. and I haven't even looked to see what the temp is. It's supposed to be warmer today because we've got that front coming in, and I think it's probably going to be in the 60s right now. If I were betting, 65 degrees. See, I told you. And I'm not, well, I did go out and take some trash. Okay, so I thought I'd come on today and talk about what I'm doing. I'm getting ready to go to the racetrack. And today is the season finale of the Cars Tour. The Cars Tour is, in case you don't know, is an independent racing league division. It's not owned by NASCAR, but it does have some NASCAR stars behind it. There is 4 owners, I believe, that are in NASCAR, and there's also someone else too. But the 4 owners that are invested in this series is Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Jeff Burton, and then I believe Marcus Smith is the 4th one. Or it may be the guy that owns, maybe I should look that information up before I start talking about it. And act like, who are the NASCAR people invested in the Cars Tour? These are all late model stock cars. These look more like what the cars looked like in the early 90s, or, you know, I mean, they're using today's parts, but it looks more like they look more like what you would see if you were actually having a stock car. All right. So it's not Marcus Smith. I can see that now. It's Justin. Okay, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, Jeff Burton, and Justin Marks. And Justin Marks is the one that owns one of the race teams, and he also is a music producer, I believe. So anyway, that's who is, along with someone else that is, I don't know who they are, that are invested in this series. The series is sponsored by ZMAX. And tonight, it starts at 5 o'clock, I think, tonight, or 6 o'clock. It is the finale for the main division. Now, there is another division of this series, I think, that doesn't have as much horsepower. So there's actually 2 different ones. Plus, they're having a modified race, and the modified cars are the ones that look like they're truly modified. And they're very fast, and they make a lot of noise. I will probably go to the car during that race. And the main reason is because they really hurt my ears. Now, I have some ear things I'm taking, earplugs, and I'm going to see if I can stand it with them in there. If not, then I'll go to the car. All right. So I thought I'd tell you what I'm wearing today to go to the racetrack. Of course, it's sunny, so I'm going to be wearing sunscreen, and I'm wearing the sunscreen as foundation today. So this is what I use every time I go to the racetrack, because I found it stays on, it's matte, and the medium to tan matches my skin well. This is the Australian Gold Botanical 50 Tinted Face Sunscreen. This is also one of the most affordable ones you can buy. You get 3 fluid ounces. You can use this on your face or your body if you wanted to make your arms look more toned, or, you know, with a little color. This would work fine. It doesn't come off. Once it sets, it sets. But I did set it with a little bit of powder just to be on the safe side. And I used the Guerlain Meteorites. I showed these to you the other day. That's what they look like. And yes, they do have that scent. If you didn't watch the other day, I said that imagine the strongest smell you could smell that's perfumed. That's a violet smell. And that's what these smell like. So if you don't like fragrance in your makeup, or it does eventually dissipate, but it's not right away. I'd say give it an hour and you won't smell it anymore. If you do, these are very expensive. I'm going to be real with you. I think they're $75 now. I'm glad I bought them when they weren't that much. I think I bought them, they were $59, so they've gone up a lot. But it may be a larger size too. I'm not sure. Anyway, if you buy these, when you get them home, just get them out of the box and take the lid off of the sponge and just let it sit out. It'll smell up the room, I can assure you. And that way the scent will, as I say, go away and won't be as strong. All right, so that's what I use as foundation and powder. My eyes is my palette that I have. Most of the eyeshadows are Mary Kay, so that's what I use. I only use this color right here. I think that's Soft Heather. And I don't even know if half of these are still available. I think they are on the Mary Kay site. But that's all I used. I used my YSL bronzer that is hitting pan and I'm almost out of. As you can see, if I go through that much of a certain bronzer, you know that I love it. Now, some people tell me they like the new Dior better. You know, if you like luxury makeup, and I know not everybody's going to buy luxury makeup. I'm just telling you, I love luxury makeup. I buy it as long as I can. You know, one day I may not be able to, but while I can, I'm going to buy it. Anyway, I just love the way this goes on. It's not patchy. It's not powdery. It smooths your skin out. It doesn't, add any layers to it. And now the one from L'Oreal is similar, but it's very powdery. It's not going to last near as long as this is going to last. So, but if you're looking for something that's close to this, I would check out the L'Oreal bronzers. Okay, concealer is this Dermatology. It's really not a concealer, it's a corrector. Illuminating eye corrector, SPF 41. The main reason I want it is because it's SPF 41. But this is what it looks like. It has the cold tip, or the metal tip, and I'll put it on, and you can just rub it in that way with this, and it's got a cooling effect. I try to wipe this lid off about every day so no bacteria builds up. This is, I think, $48 on the Dermatology site. I used to have a link for it, but I just use my LTK link. It doesn't, it's just easier to keep up with one company as much as possible. Now, some companies, if they gave me a discount code, it would be different, but they didn't ever give me a discount code. So I just use my LTK links. And of course, everything is linked below that I'm showing you. And I do make commission on anything that you buy using my link. And I appreciate you very much. My lips are Mary Kay. I have it in my pocket. Oh no, I'm getting up. Okay, I have it in my pocket. This is Crushed Berry. That's what I thought it was, but I wanted to make sure. And this is the shade. So I'll swatch it and show you. That's what it looks like. It's a great fall color. I knew I had one that was that color, and I kept thinking, do I really need that Lancome? I've got to have a lipstick that's close to that color. And I do. It's this one, Crushed Berry. And this is a semi-matte. It will last a long time unless you're drinking a lot, eating a lot, and wiping your mouth. And my nose is running, so I'm going to have to stop the camera for a minute, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. All right. Another thing I thought I would do while I've got you on here, and we're going to talk about some new products, new makeup that's coming out for the holidays. I usually try to do this. Now, I'm not going to make this very long, but I just thought I would talk about some of the things I'm seeing. Kylie Cosmetics. Now, it seems like she took a break from her brand and just let it be for a while. Well, it looks like the sales have dropped. So she's back to being the original Kylie, coming out with these, you know, the entire collection. You know, she's starting to come back with collections, and people were begging for this. I mean, that's what they said. They were begging for this. But it does look like she's going to go back to the way she originally became famous. And I'm glad for that, because I still believe that her line of makeup when she first started was good. Not everything was good, but she had some, especially color-wise. She came out with some great colors and introduced a lot of things that kind of changed the game at the time when there was not many people doing makeup collections. So she kind of brought back that idea, and then she got away from it when they sold, you know, when they stopped working with Seed Beauty and went to Coty. So, you know, this one's called, I think, King Kylie. And it says she's back, giving us the throwback 2016. So, you know, check it out. This means, I hope, that Colourpop will look at doing what they did to dupe some of this stuff, and they'll bring back Bianca. Bianca is my favorite lipstick ever. Color, shade, everything, and I just hope they bring it back. And when I say shade, I mean, I always mixed it with anything, but it was the best mixing color, that shade there ever was. Okay, let's look at some other stuff. And this will be in all price ranges, you know. Merit has come back out with a cream eyeshadow. Their first eyeshadow cream, they sent it to me. I did not like it at all. And I think they reformulated this. And it's $26, so we'll look at, we might buy one. They don't send me stuff anymore. I guess because I gave that one a bad review. I don't think that's why. They probably decided I was too little. They needed somebody bigger to promote their stuff than they did me. Kim Kardashian. Now, love her or hate her, she had some OG makeup just like Kylie did, and she got away from it, and now she's bringing it back. And if you look at the comments, of course, I know they're going to erase the negative comments. And this is on Instagram. She talks about she's bringing back some of the OG items, some of the original items that she had, and you know, everybody's just so excited. Now, I never tried any of it, to be honest, but anyway, it's coming back if you are somebody that did. Okay, the Grinch. Colourpop has come out with a collection of the Grinch. Now, it's got the eyeshadow palette is $25. Now, I've seen this eyeshadow palette in several different lights. At first, I didn't think it was for me, but then when I see it here on Trend Mood's website, I'm like, maybe it is for me. Not that I need it by any means, but, you know, Marsha, if you're watching, you want to check this collection out. I know you're a big Grinch fan, and I'm a big Grinch fan too, but I think Marsha's got me beat. Several different lipsticks, highlights, you know, just an entire collection. You can get the full collection for $120, which actually is a good price when you start thinking about it. When you see, I don't know how many, there's several different items. So if you're getting every bit of that, that's a good price. It will be available. It is available now on the site. I don't know if it's sold out or not, but they always restock. And it's coming to Ulta October 23rd, Amazon and Target November 2nd. And that's a great day. November 2nd is a great day. All right, now, let's go to the next thing that I'd like to mention. There's a lot of these little indie brands that come out with stuff, but, you know, there's some people that just don't like to, they just won't shop anything indie for some reason. I guess they're afraid that it's not any good, but a lot of indie brands are even better than what you find at the store. And when I say indie brand, they're usually not at a brick and mortar store or a big, they're usually, you know, just a website, their only website. And Sabrina Carpenter is coming to Ulta. She's bringing her all day perfumes. I do like the Sweet Tooth. I haven't tried any of these coffee ones. I may have to try some of them. It's affordable, I will say that. So, you know, that's a good thing about her fragrances. They're pretty good, and they're from the same line that they're from Scent Beauty that also does Dolly Parton stuff. Okay, Sephora savings event. Okay, the fall savings event will begin on 10/31 for Rouge members. And then VIB 11/4, and then Insider 11/4. So, and it ends on 11/10. So it starts October 31st through November 10th. If you're Rouge, and of course the Rouge is 20% off, VIB is 15% off, Insider is 10% off, Sephora Collection is 30% off. Now Sephora Collection does have some good products. Now I'm going to talk about the eyeliners that I have, or the eye pencils. I love them at first, but once they get a little age on them, they dry up. Also, they'll start separating from the component, and if you start holding the pencil like this, they fall out. I mean, that's been the case with me. So I don't know if I'll purchase any more. They do have some nice colors, but, you know, I just don't like it when they do that stuff. I mean, that's a sign that they're cheaply made. So, as I say, sometimes you get what you pay for. Okay, Urban Decay has come out with Moon Dust palettes. There are four quads. There are 4 quads. And there's Cosmic Quartz, Solar Drip, Starry Haze, Rock Solid, and then the Moon Dust sticks will follow. So, this looks right up my alley. I used to get some stuff from Urban Decay, but they haven't sent me anything since last summer. So I guess I'm off the list. Okay. Let's look at this Hermes face powder. It's got the House's iconic rug logo on it, which is the horse. It's beautiful, y'all. I mean, it's beautiful. Now, it's something that I would not want to use, to be honest. And I'm trying to put these pictures up here as we go. But it's beautiful. And, you know, I'm sure it'll be over $100. But anyway, I just thought I'd show it to you. I'm trying to see if I see anything else that's major. I do know that La Mer has come out with some lipsticks or lip balms. And I hear a siren. There's a ball game at Appalachian, and of course we're at peak for the leaves in the mountains, so there's going to be a lot of traffic out there, plus the race. So I have to take the back roads to get Dave. But I'm going to get me some coffee. I don't care if I have to go through the traffic. I'm going to get me some coffee because I'm going to need something to keep me alert. Okay, Byredo has a new fragrance called Bois Obscur. It's a pretty bottle. The top notes are eucalyptus, papyrus, saffron. The heart is jasmine absolute, tuberose absolute, base, and I don't know what any of these scents are. I'm sorry. I mean, I know what some of them are, but some of them I'm not familiar with. Labdanum, patchouli, sandalwood, mineral amber. That sounds like it's not for me. It sounds like it would give me a headache, to be honest. Okay, that's probably all I'm going to show right now. I'm not seeing anything else that is, sticking out at me. My lip liner I used today is one that I think everybody needs if they want to buy a Makeup Forever lip liner. This is, of course, Whatever Walnut. It's just the perfect Your Lips But Better shade, as you can see it right here. I love it. I'll always keep this in my lip liner stash. Now, I will say these, they have a tendency to dry up, but if you just trim them just a little bit more, you'll You know, if you're not using them all the time. But these last, or they last on me. I don't have a problem with them just going away. I would buy these over Charlotte Tilbury. Just putting it out there. And they have lots of colors. This one I would say is close to maybe Iconic Nude. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a little darker than Iconic Nude from Charlotte Tilbury, but it's great. Now, I've got some products coming that we're going to be talking about. I've got some MCO Beauty products that dupes Charlotte Tilbury, and they're very controversial. And when we get to that, when they come in and we talk about it, I'll tell you why they're controversial. Then I have the new NYX lip liner that looks different coming. Should be here today. And I'm trying to think of everything I've ordered lately is more affordable stuff. Now, MCO is available at Target and also Amazon. It's an Australian brand. Now, for some reason, and I don't know if we get the same stuff that Australia gets, it's twice as expensive as in Australia than it is here. And I don't know why. But anyway, here it's a drugstore brand. In Australia, it's not. It's a, you know, like a Sephora or Ulta brand. I'm not sure exactly where to sell it. And that's about all I got today. So I'm going to be trying to do more beauty videos or just lifestyle videos, just talking about what I'm doing. I hope that I'm able to go to the mountains tomorrow to film some of the leaves. And then we'll go from there. I know everybody sees leaves, but, you know, I love to watch them. And I know that people, you know, if they watch them, fine. If they don't, fine. It's just something, as I said, this channel is more of a hobby to me. And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. All right, I'm going to go, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend or week whenever you're watching this. And I'll see you back later. Love you. Bye. So I thought I'd bring this full-length mirror in here and show you. Don't pay no attention to my background. You know, I'm always in progress of trying to straighten up the house, but I never get there. Anyway, this is me today, and I remember putting these shorts on about 6 weeks ago. It was before we went to Pigeon Forge, and they were a little tight, and today they're very loose. So, as I've said, I've not weighed anymore. I don't really think I've lost any weight. It's just that it's starting to, you know, maybe I'm starting to see a little bit of swelling to go down, inflammation to go down in my stomach from not eating sweets and breads. So that's where I'm at. So just thought I'd let you see this. Talk to y'all later.